want to start an opera.
That'd be fun.
Small and simple. Easy to do. I need people, though.
And not me.
Real people.
Real people talk. I talk.
Your mouth doesn't even move.
Who cares? What's the opera going to be about?
I want it to be about life, anyway. And death.
Death is a part of life.
Well, it's a separate theme, okay?
What's going to be in it? What's it going to be about?
It's going to be about family, maybe, or if that's too much, then it can be about a single woman who's lonely and doesn't have anybody.
Those are the same things.
She does stuff, don't worry.
Like what?
She cleans, drinks tea, and some wine by the fireside, and she likes to garden. So the life theme will be represented through the use of metaphors through flowers.
Are you just making this up as you go along?
It's coming to me as I go along. First, I think I need some actors and singers to see how many people I need. I'm going to hold my tryouts and see how many show up.
Where are you going to do it?
Maybe in the community hall. I'll hold the opera there as well.
Will it cost anything?
The community hall? No, I don't think so.
No, I mean your opera. Are you charging people for it?
Sure, why not?
You'd make a lot of money if people are interested in opera.
I don't know if people are interested in opera. People like entertainment, so I'll have to make it entertaining.
How long will it be?
As long as it needs to be.
So what is it going to be about exactly?
I don't know. I'll know when I write it.
Well, when are you going to start writing?
Afterwards, after the tryout. I have to take a bus into town, 'cause the car's broken down. It's going to cost $1,000 to fix.
$1,000?
A few hundred to diagnose it. And my brothers are complaining because they don't like taking the bus. My mother's complaining, obviously, because she can't do anything until the insurance comes back to her to see what they could do, but it could cost her over $2,000 plus the fitting as well. And someone says it's bananas money. What does that mean? It's mad money.
Why did it break down?
Because she kept doing small journeys in and out of town. Anyway, my mother's car problems have nothing to do with the opera. Unless I write them into it. Yeah, it'll be part of the problem in the story. I'll add in a lot of problems for the characters. Like they're dying of cancer, their car's breaking down, they can't afford the bills or anything. Real tearjerker stuff.
You have any inspirations?
I don't know.
How come you don't know?
Because I'd rather not be inspired. I want to be original. I don't want to be taking cues off someone else. You know?
You should have some more tea. You get thinking when you drink tea.
My creative juices ain't gonna flow because I have tea flowing through my bloodstream.
Okay, so keep on about the story you're going to tell.
I'll make it about a single mother.
It's in English, right?
Of course it's going to be in English. Why do you ask?
Just making sure you know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. But knowing that I don't know what I'm doing is a vital step and means this opera can be unexpected. What am I going to do for the day?
You need to think, Alice.
It's going to be cheap to make. The opera, it'll be cheap. Singers don't need microphones. All we need is lights and that's it.
What about an orchestra?
I can make one digitally. But first I have to write one out. And although it won't sound as good as something live, it's what I'll have to do, but unless I get some people with instruments. That ought to work. Just get a few people with instruments and mix it in with the digital playing of the opera music.
Okay.
I want it to be beautiful as well. Something you can close your eyes to and still know what's happening. Something that you can relate to. I hope I'm not being overambitious, but I'm not being overambitious, am I?
Don't know. I suppose the only piece of advice I can give you is to just write and, like you say, see where it goes.
I need to plot out the story first and see what the hell happens in it. I don't even know where to begin.
How about at the middle? Be a bit unconventional, avant-garde.
I don't even know what that means.
Me neither, but it sounds fun.
Yeah, fun is something I should have. Not be too serious, or else I'll get migraines again.
When are you going to do the tryouts?
As soon as possible. Can any of you sing?
I have a sore throat, but I can sing.
I'll have to wait till you're better then, won't I? How long have you had it for?
A week now.
I'll give you another week. And if it's not better, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to replace you.
You can't do that.
But if she can't practice, how is she going to be able to perform on the night of the show?
Beats me, but she'll get better by then.
And yet she won't know what to sing on the night because she won't have had any practice singing.
I can still sing. It's just, I have a sore throat.
You can't sing.
I so can. I can't prove it to you, but I can. I heard her before. She can sing.
Can you both read sheet music?
I can. I know that when the notes are higher, you go higher. And if they're long, you sing it for a while.
I can teach you that anyway if you don't know.
No, I know.
All right. You can play an instrument. How about you?
I used to be able to play the recorder in primary school, up to 4th class.
What happened in 4th class?
I stopped.
Okay. Now, other than the ability of singing, can you both do opera?
Yes.
I can, yeah.
Okay, I need to know, but what is the opera all about?
I haven't wrote it yet.
So what are we trying out for then?
I just need to see how many people I have, and I'll write the show around that many people, which in this case is 2.
And what are we playing?
A mother and daughter, I think. I don't know. I haven't written it yet, but it's going to be beautiful.
How beautiful are we talking about?
I don't know.
It better not contain suicide.
No, it doesn't. It's about life and death, and family, and important values to learn from all that. If there's a problem, you can leave.
What's in it for us?
Sorry?
What's in it for us? Do we get paid?
I will be charging for the night,
I asked if we're getting paid.
and I was getting to that. Yes, all right, but I don't know how much. I'm charging for the night, and whatever I get out of that, I'll split with you.
How much are you charging?
I didn't even think about it yet. Like, I still haven't even written the damn opera yet. I don't know what the story's about.
But you said it's about family, life and death.
I did, and those are the themes.
Can we help write it?
You don't even know how to read sheet music. No offense. But I'd like to make it personal, so it's going to have to be me who writes it. Undiluted me.
Can we at least figure out what the opera is going to be about?
Life, death, family. What's hard to understand about that?
I mean an actual plot, not themes. Jesus.
Well, if you want creative input in this, what do you suppose?
I don't know. I'm not a story writer.
I wrote a lot of funny stories in school. To write a story, you need to know, I don't know, beginnings or something.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. A beginning. That's right. Or we can even begin with the middle. But you will have to answer your emails when I send an email out to you. Yes, actually, I could text you. If you give me your numbers, that'd be fine.
Yeah, sure.
I can text you off my mother's phone.
You do have a phone, right?
Yes, I do. Who doesn't?
Just wondering.
I am weird, but I'm not a complete introvert who hides in the bushes if someone's coming the opposite direction of me. I do actually talk to people.
Congrats, you're a big girl.
Ugh, I hate people.
Well, you're going to have to perform in front of an audience. You can do that, right?
I actually got to act in plays before, like Christmas shows in front of huge crowds.
How about singing?
Yeah, I can do that. Fine.
Me as well.
Okay, you can leave now if you want.
Hello, I'm Alice, and welcome to Alice and I. And today's guest is, you guessed it, Alice. Hi Alice, glad to be here, glad to have you. So Alice, you're making an opera, planning an opera. Planning. And what's your role? Manager? You say that like it's a question. I can't play an instrument, so I just have to get some talented people to opera with me, I suppose. Good. So, what is it about? It's about 2 sisters, actually. They love each other and care for each other, and they suffer a tragedy. They lose their mother to a tornado, and this will be expressed through the use of music that I'll be writing and composing. But first I have to plot out the story and what the hell happens in it. But yeah, they lose their mother. Oh, and they don't have a father, so they're trying to survive on their own. And they don't. Sounds sad. But I want it to be beautiful. Well, I'm sure it will be. But it might not be. What do you mean? Well, it could turn into a tragedy. Yes, that's what it is. No, I mean your own story. I don't get what you're saying. What if you fail? Fail what? Fail trying to create something beautiful. I haven't thought about that. And now you are. Why would you say that? Oh, honey, you're the one who's thinking it. Well, if it is a failure, then I wouldn't go forth with it. But what if you think it's going to be a success, and you go forth with it and nobody likes it? I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. You're thinking about it now, though, aren't you? What if it's a success, though? Be reasonable. I am. I can't think that this'll be a failure because if I have that in mind, I'll be too afraid to go and write it. And when are you planning on writing it? When I have the story fully worked out. You don't have the story fully worked out. You're making it up as you go along. You see, I want to be original. Are you taking any inspiration? No, I said I want to be original. Who doesn't? You should steal what you know. No, I won't do that. Don't you have anybody you look up to? I don't know. Do you know anything about opera? I know how to write. I wrote a symphony when I was 11. What's that? Excuse me? What's a symphony? Well, you should know. Why? I don't know. It just seems you should know. Honey, if I don't know what a symphony is, then you don't know what you're on about. I don't understand what you're getting at. Can you explain? No. Well, can I leave? No. So what else is there to talk about? I want to know what you think of Sarah and Laura, the people you tried out. I'd rather keep that to myself. Okay then, fair enough. Can I ask you about your love life? You're scraping the bottom of the barrel there. It's pretty non-existent. Like always. Excuse me? Do you fancy anyone? No. Should I? Oh, honey, that's your own decision. Can we go back to talking about the opera? I'd rather talk about what's in your head. The opera is in my head. But you don't know the story yet. I have some notes floating around in there. I don't believe you. I'm sorry? I said, I don't believe you. Why don't you believe me? I believe I can do it. Really now? Yes. I can and I will do it, whether it be a success or a failure. Well, in that case, I hope for a success. When's the ad break? I need to go to the toilet. Honey, we don't have ad breaks. So, when's the show over? It's over when it's over. Oh. Moving on now. Do you see a therapist? No. Do you have any help at all? No, I don't. I don't need any help. Sure, you're talking to me. I suppose you're fine. Back to the opera. What are your hopes for the future? I hope to move to Australia and write my operas there, and have them performed there. I'd like to travel the world promoting my work, and to work with young people and getting them interested in opera music. Just like any music today, opera is telling a story, and that's what I'd love to do. I want to be known for my work and for who I am. I'd like to create some beautiful work. That sounds lovely. Thank you. And what if you fail? I'd rather not think about that. But on the off chance you do fail, then I'd like to go down with my pride. What does that mean? I'd like to still believe. I'd like to believe I hadn't failed. Right now I'm starting from rock bottom, so if I hit rock bottom again, at least I have some hope to climb in again. How inspirational. Thank you. But say you've been blacklisted from opera. What would you do then? I don't know. I don't think it's possible to get blacklisted from opera. Oh, I say it is. Then I really don't know what I'd do. Okay. You don't know, that's fine. Is there any other career path you would choose? Please, I'd only like to do opera. Be real, honey. Opera is my passion. I'm sorry, but the way you say that, it just had to make me laugh. Okay, moving on. What do your friends think about you doing opera? Nobody knows I'm doing opera other than Laura and Sarah. What about your stuffed animal? How do you know about her? I just do. I'd rather not talk about that. So do you tell your friends anything? I tell anybody anything. Do you hang out with your friends often? What are you trying to get at? I'm trying to get at who you really are. I think you know who I really am. The only person who knows who you really are is you, honey. Please don't call me honey. It's a bit weird coming from you. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I won't call you anything then. Moving on. Are you excited about the opening night of the opera? It's not really set. Still, are you looking forward to it? I suppose I am. But what if people don't like it? Then they don't like it. But what if you don't get any applause? What would you do then? This will be my first proper opera. If it's bad, it's not the end of the world. Nothing is the be-all end-all. Well, that's good. Any more questions? No. That's all. You can leave.
Hiya, I'm from the Kilkenny People. I'm here looking for Alice. So, when's the opera starting?
I haven't decided yet. I'm still working on it. It's been very hard. Oh, don't write that down, please. To get the ball rolling.
I'm sure it is. Starting an opera in Kilkenny. Did you ever do it before?
No, this will be my first. And I think a first for this county. You can write that down.
Can you tell me the story, please?
I'd rather not. I don't have it yet. But I know it's about two sisters, definitely. Definitely about that. Other than that, the details seem to slip away from me. I want it to be beautiful. I don't know, though, if what I'm doing is a waste of time. Don't write that down.
Why would you think it's a waste of time?
Do you know if I can get help?
Help?
I have problems. I know that, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm working with a bitch here, and I feel like I'm going a bit crazy, that things are not what they seem. Can you help me?
I'm afraid I don't know what to do. Are you feeling okay now?
I sometimes feel like I want to cry, but then I don't, and suddenly I'm all better. I don't know if I'm a part of this world.
Like the Matrix?
No.
I really don't know what to say. Maybe you should go to the doctor?
I can't afford that.
Tell your parents.
And have them think I'm crazy. No. Besides, they'll just give out to me.
Do you want me to write all this down?
Sorry? No, don't please. Write down that I'm passionate about opera and love music. And you can fill in the blanks after that. I just don't know what to do.
Do you need a hug?
I need a lot more than a hug. I don't think there's anything else to say. You can leave if you want.
Don't. Don't think about it.
I want to look away, but I can't. What does this mean?
It means she's just a bitch.
Okay.
Alice, look at me.
I really don't feel like it, but... Okay, I'll do it for you.
That's right. Do it for me. Do it all for me. That reporter, you just scared her is all. Don't let that get to you.
I'm deeply broken, but I'll plough on. For you.
Remember, marry the night.
Marry the night. Gotcha. Marry the night. Marry the night. How to opera. Coming up with ideas, questioning life choices, wasting one's life, with struggles, frigid since birth. Fanny Mendelssohn.
What is wrong with you?
I'm at a point where I'm going to call my opera neglect, hate and self-shame.
What you are is an accident. There is and only is one Alice. Don't ruin that.
But I can't do anything. I'm not an artist like you.
Art? Who comprehends her? You speak as if you were an artist, but with whom can you consult art with if you've not even composed a single note for the world to see and hear? That is inexcusable. It is a sign of talent that one does not give up. Remember that, Alice, even if one does not take interest in your efforts.
Okay, I'll write this opera then.
Well done.
I'm proud of myself. But I still can't cry.
That must be a medical thing.
I don't care. I wrote an opera.
And you should be proud of yourself. You deserve to be happy.
I feel happy, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not smiling. Maybe I'm relieved. Done and dusted.
Like the old song goes, you get around.
Can you promise me something?
Anything.
That you'll never leave me?
I promise that.
If you'd pinkies, would you pinky promise?
Of course.
Thank you. That's what I need.
Can I ask you a question?
Fire away.
What do you do during your school lunches? While all the other young people are playing and chatting. What do you do?
I come out the doors. I usually take the long way to get outside because I don't like being on my own around people for so long. I get out and find a place between two groups of people, and I sit down knowing that I won't be disturbed by those people because they're too busy talking to each other. And I wait. I wait while everyone else talks and plays. And sometimes I go on my phone to myself to look busy. I usually just read something on my phone, some news article or something. Other times I look around and watch the other people on their own and wonder what's going on in their minds. I can read sadness written all over their faces, but I wouldn't know why. It piqued my curiosity, but I'm not nosy, so I just wonder. I like to do that. Wonder. I guess that's what I do during lunch. I wonder about other people while I hide away. Then I can't wait to go home. What do you do when you're on your own?
I don't know. I wait around for you. It's all I can do.
I'm just thinking now. You had no creative input in my opera. Do you want any?
I'm not a creative person, and I'm afraid I'll mess up your opera. Besides, you've done all the heavy lifting yourself. You're soldiering on. How are you feeling now?
I don't know. I feel... I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't even know if I feel.
You should treat yourself to some opera music.
I'm too tired to listen to anything.
No one's ever too tired to listen to anything. Sure, you go to bed with earphones, listening to your music.
Yeah. I just hope what I'm doing is worthwhile.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
I'm dealing with a hard person and a quiet, timid person who's all right. But I don't want to be pushed past the brink of insanity by them.
You know what I think you should do?
What?
Maybe you should head out. Actually, no, you shouldn't. Maybe do this. You should do this.
What should I not maybe do?
You shouldn't maybe go out and visit these people, Laura and Sarah, and try and work it out with them. Become friends with them. You should do it. No maybe. Do.
Okay then. I'll do it, but I'm not promising anything. If I rush home with tears in my eyes, it means I didn't do good and the opera's not on.
Just don't dwell on the past. Move on.
Okay.
Alice,
Yes?
if the next time Laura's a bitch again after the opera, don't be afraid to be ruthless. You do know how to be ruthless, don't you?
But I'm the one who has something to lose, not her.
Well, make her believe you have nothing to lose.
How can I go about that?
Rise to her height.
Be a bitch.
Fight fire with fire. If all else fails, you could kill her.
Don't joke about that. Murder should only be a part of fiction.
Only that it's not.
Stop!
I'm sorry. You're right. You're stressed. I should shut up. Do you keep that old diary?
I threw it away.
Why?
If the doctor said I don't need a diary anymore, then it's my choice whether or not I want one.
I'm just giving my personal advice to you is all. It's all right. Everything's cool. You don't need a diary anymore. I don't know why I brought it up. I was just thinking, like, when you meet Sarah and Laura, you could write down your experiences with them and maybe learn from them.
I don't need to write down things to remind myself. But hey, I've the opera finished.
You should celebrate.
I don't know how to do that.
Pretend it's Christmas.
Christmas ain't a good time of year for me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
We don't need to talk about it.
It's all right.
Are you happy you're finished?
I already said how I feel.
But would you write it again if you had to?
I don't mind.
It's just, Laura might have some concerns about it, I'm afraid.
I was thinking that. But if she wants them fixed, she can fix them herself. What will I say when I see her?
That you want to talk? And maybe take a walk? That you're wondering if they're still interested in the play and will come back to the Saturdays?
But what if they say no?
You're going to have to entice them to come then.
They're teenagers like me and they seem to have better things to do than show up to sing opera. I mean, I'd hate to be left on my own waiting.
Remember, they didn't promise you anything.
Yes, I know that, so I shouldn't hold it to heart.
Exactly.
I don't know if I can handle that if they don't show up. I mean, all that work and for nothing to come of it, I don't know if I could handle something like that.
Remember, they're not there to do you any favors. If you're waiting around on Saturday for 15 minutes and they're late, you leave and strategize a new plan.
What if that's years from now? What if now is the only time to do it?
You're going to have to wait then.
I've waited so long already. I wish I was living in Australia.
Australia has nothing to do with you. You can be Ireland's most famous and best opera composer.
How much faith can you have in one person?
So much that you'd risk heartbreak.
Thank you.
Now go deal with your thing.
For you, I will. We're sisters.
To heart and blood.
Okay.
Do you know where they live?
Oddly enough, I do. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. Sarah! Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering if we could talk. And walk. Talk and walk.
Sure.
How are you getting on?
Good.
Good. And your voice sounds all better now.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while.
Are you still up for the opera?
I thought you weren't doing it anymore.
What? Why do you think that for? Of course I'm going to do it. I've just been hiding away writing it, actually. You haven't lost interest in it, have you?
No. Well, I don't know.
You said no. That's very good. It's very hot out, isn't it?
Why are you talking to me?
And I was going to ask if I was being direct.
What?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk to you and was wondering if you're still up for the opera and are able to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I have anything more to ask you. Let me think. You still in contact with Laura?
We don't really talk that much.
But you do talk to her.
Not that much.
But you do, don't you?
Yeah, not that much though.
How do you find her? Do you like her?
Yeah.
Really?
You don't like her.
Why do you say that?
It's obvious.
If I didn't like her, I wouldn't have her in my opera.
I thought you gave up on the opera because of her.
No, I was writing the opera. I'm trying to reach out to you.
Okay.
Do you want me to go away? Because I can go away if you want. It's just...
I don't know. You're fine, I guess.
Well, in the next corner, we'll go our separate ways then.
Okay.
You have friends, don't you?
2,000 on Facebook.
What's that like?
Good.
I suppose you wouldn't really know unless they were gone.
How?
I don't know. I just feel like that's how you know what something feels like. When it's gone and then comes back again.
I once had a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. How did that feel?
It was fun while it lasted. We played row, row, row your boat on the train.
Okay, interesting. I don't mean to be patronising if I am.
I don't even know what that means.
It means a lot of things.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it then. It has nothing to do with me.
Did you read the Kilkenny People lately?
No.
I couldn't find the article of us in there.
Sorry about that.
You have to come to the opera when it's ready. I mean, I wrote it and all, but can you come back to rehearsals? I'll make sure Laura's back as well and you can sing beautifully, I promise. It's a nice piece of work I've done. It's beautiful and personal and important. I believe it'll open many people up to opera. People who don't like opera. And here's our corner. You will come, will you?
Yeah, I will.
Thank you. You can go home now. I'm going to Laura's.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, Sarah,
Yes?
do you mind if I come over and meet up with you sometime?
I don't know.
What? Why?
I'm busy, you see. Exams.
You're in transition year.
Transition year exams.
Oh. Well, I'd hate to disrupt you then.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes? Is everything all right?
No.
What's wrong?
Sarah doesn't want to be around me.
Why? Did she say that?
No, but I could tell from the tone of her voice and the way she walked away from me. She seemed pretty hesitant when I asked her does she want to meet up with me sometime. And she was like, she has exams and stuff.
Alice, you're being too heavy with her. That's some heavy stuff you're laying onto her.
Should I apologise?
Next time you see her.
Okay. I don't want to go to Laura's now.
Why is that?
You know why?
No, I don't know why.
Well, it's pretty obvious. I don't want to go over to her.
Do go over to her. But don't be as heavy with her as you were with Sarah.
I don't want to go.
That's all right. You don't need to. But you need her.
Fine. You're right.
Promise?
What if she's not nice to me?
Just don't be a bitch and don't hurt her.
How could I hurt her?
You never know. Do you know where she lives?
Yes.
How do you know this stuff?
I don't know. It suddenly comes to me. It's scaring me.
Don't be scared. Just go over to Laura's, be friendly and nice, lick her arse if may be, but remember that you need her for this opera. You need her. Emphasize with me.
I need her.
That's right. You need her.
Okay.
All right. Now go get her.
Wait.
What?
What if she's not there?
Then go there the next day.
Okay.
Right. Go get her.
But wait.
If you don't hang up, I will.
Well, I'll call back.
Fine. What do you want?
Do you think I should give her a gift or something?
A gift?
Yeah, like a peace offering.
I don't think you should waste your money on that bitch.
You think she's a bitch, yet you still want me to talk to her.
She's the last thing you really need.
All right. Laura? Laura? What are you doing?
Going to the shop?
You don't have to lie and you don't have to say it either. I know what you're really doing.
So why did you come up to me?
It's about the opera.
You seriously going on about that after all this time? I'm not doing it.
What? Why?
I'm not interested and I want to get paid for my work.
Paid? How the hell will that happen?
It will.
To get paid, you need to do some free stuff first.
I don't believe that.
Laura, please. I really need you. I will pay you.
How much? If it's not going to be 3 figures, I'm not doing it.
So, how about €3.99?
Stop joking.
And you as well. I can't pay you over 100 for an opera I've barely any funds for. Actually, I've nothing for it. The only thing I have for it are pieces of paper and Sarah. And to fill it up, I need you.
And to hook me, you need money.
I am giving up a lot for this. You have nothing to lose. You get to show your talent on stage. Talent I haven't heard in a seriously very long time. You can't do this to me. You can't be like everyone else. Tell me one thing and then go off and do another. It's not fair. Don't make me suffer. Please. I know I can't force you to join my opera, but I am losing my mind over it. Can you please do me the biggest favour in the world and show up for the next practice, where I'll show you what I've written and we can practice it?
I'll have to think about it.
Can you not just give me a straight answer? Please.
I do have a life of my own that I'd like to live.
Posting goddamn selfies on Instagram and Snapchat is not a goddamn life.
If you really want me to be around next Saturday, I advise you not to insult me like the little bitch you are.
Well, I ain't the one going around like a goddamn diva.
As long as I get what I want, I don't care how I go around.
You are.
Go on, insult me, see if I show up.
It's not an insult, it's a fact.
What?
Okay, I'll compromise. I'll give you money, but I'm not telling you what you're going to get.
Then I ain't doing it.
I'll pay you a tenner a month. Only if you arrive on time. And I'll give you a little bit extra if you arrive early. And even more if you behave yourself. I don't know, but I'm certain I've hooked her.
What did you do?
Offered her a peace offering.
And that is?
Not important.
Well, it must be really important since you won't mention it.
No, I won't mention it.
Is it money?
No.
What did you offer her money for?
She's a greedy bitch. Otherwise she wouldn't have done it.
Ask yourself, is it really worth it?
I hope so.
Ask yourself that. No need to tell me, but really give yourself a yes or no answer.
Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Shit. I'm sorry, but I had this place booked out until July.
It's October.
Did 2 girls at least come in here?
No, just you.
What?
Are you okay?
What's going on here?
Yoga? Wanna join?
No, I don't.
Right, well, get out.
I think you worry too much, Alice. I should shower. I'm sweating. I can feel it rolling down my body. My posture is bad. I look like a vulture. Do I look like a vulture? What should I do? Occupy yourself with something. Watch a TV show. Join a sport. I don't like playing sports. What do you like doing? Writing opera. Come on, Alice. That's what's making you sad. But it's something I want to do. I know I'll be happy once I'm doing what I love. I don't believe for a second that something that makes you sad will make you happy. It just doesn't work like that. I don't know what to do then. I mean, I've thought about suicide, but I've been thinking that I don't want to do that. Well, that's good. Just remember, Alice, when you're filling out the form about me, remember to put down that I saved your life, okay? What? I am a good person. I know that. Can't you do anything to help me? There's only so much I can think of. Hold on. Maybe you can't help me. You're just there to listen to me. I don't know where I was going with all of this. I just want my life to be of value. Maybe you can't help me. You're just there to listen to me. I don't know where I was going with all of this. I just want my life to be of value. Only objects and dead people talk to me. I dream of a nice life. But you need people to succeed. And that's something I don't have. Where's my mind gone to? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I'm wasting my time thinking it'll all come to something. I don't know. A hope for happiness, maybe. But I'm driven down the opposite path. You're told never to regret your life decisions, but god damn it, it's managing to sink its way into me. I once had a close friend. A friend basically, one day they abandoned me because I got very angry with them for not keeping a promise they made. A promise I forget, but they were so cold and cruel to me. I couldn't see people the same way ever again. I just want to have opera. It's something I need. God, I dive into this world of make-believe and wish it were my own to live in. I really... Oh God. I could have been a very happy person if opera didn't come into my life. It's about Stalin. He used to write poetry when he was younger. Get inspired. You can't help me, can you? Honey, can I be real for a second? There's no need to ask. You can get better, but it has to be you that does the pushing. That's bull. Nope, it's not. And I read it on the internet. I'm thinking of writing a book about it. What do you think? As long as I'm not a part of it, I'm just sick of writing now. No, you don't need to help me write it. But may I base the foundations off of you? I don't mind. But what are you going to write about me? How you're motivated, peaceful and realistic. Thank you. You can leave now. My work here is done. What? Goodbye.
Read it 3 times already. This copy's for my friend's birthday. It'll change your life if you read it.
What's it about?
It's about a 40-year-old girl, unmotivated, loud, and who lives in daydreams all the time while living in the back of a skip.
How is that life-changing? I mean, the subject matter's a bit depressing, don't you think?
Well, I guess it's for those kind of people, and is about those kind of people.
So I just finished an opera which will never go anywhere. I'm thinking of burning it.
Make sure to add in your dreams.
That's not even funny or makes any sense. Are we ever going to do the opera?
Why in God's name would anyone do an opera?
Can't we ever meet up then and talk? Be together?
We have our own lives and friends.
I can be a part of that.
No.
Did you set her up for this?
I just said a few words and she had her own opinion on things.
What's wrong with me? Why are you doing this?
You're pathetic.
No. No.
Run back to your stuffed animal or whatever the hell it is.
She's my friend.
Wow, you're that pathetic. You live in a lie.
She's my sister.
She's nothing. She's a piece of trash.
Shut up.
And what are you going to do? Without us, you can't do anything. What person would want to listen to an opera in Ireland? No one. You're a stupid piece of shit, and you're worth nothing. Your parents don't even care about you. They don't even show up in your life.
I leave them alone. That's why they're not around. I don't care what you say.
Well, why the hell are you bawling for?
I'm still around. I'm still standing.
You're a failure. You're a huge disappointment, Alice. You disappoint your parents in what you want to do, and you disappoint yourself.
I don't have anyone to disappoint.
Well, that's good. No one will ever want you. You're worthless, seriously. Nothing will happen if you die. No one will cry. If people show up to your funeral, it's a burden you're putting onto them. So even killing yourself, you're not doing any favours to anyone. You're young. You're supposed to have your whole life in front of you, but you're wasting it, dreaming and dreaming of something that will never come. You're supposed to have friends, go out, go to parties, and have a good time to remember, but you went against that.
It wasn't my choice.
It was. You decided to be an outcast, to be a loner instead of getting out there and joining sports teams or drama clubs or make friends. You made that decision to ruin your life. And even if you made a real friend, there was no way you're going to be able to keep them. You'd be aware of your friendship and you'd drive them away by obsessing and obsessing with them because you have no one else to turn to. That time will come with your teddy bear. I know it. You know I'm right.
No.
Yes. I hope you're happy with what you've done.
You know how I feel.
Then go.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay.
It's all right. You don't need to be okay.
There's something wrong with me.
Who cares? If there's something wrong with you, you shouldn't think of it like that. You should be proud of yourself.
I have no friends.
You have me.
But what about real friends? Real people?
They will come.
How can I believe that?
Take a leap of faith. Trust me. Otherwise, you're going to live your life regretting and hating yourself for not doing anything because you believed you couldn't make friends. And even if you don't, it doesn't matter. Just as long as you have hope until the day you die, you can be happy.
I don't want to be alone.
You have me, Alice. I'll never leave you, no matter what. If I had a pinky, I would pinky promise you.
No.
Believe me.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Alice, if you continue to believe this, you will have no one. If you don't say you believe me, I will leave you.
Maybe that's for the better.
Not for me, it isn't.
Perhaps it's what I deserve.
For what?
For being me.
But I like you for being you. If you can't find anybody that likes that, it's their loss, not yours.
I'm sorry.
Don't be hard on yourself.
Why do you want to be there for me?
You need help, and I can help.
But I want to deal with things on my own.
You'll crack on your own. Can I help you?
How are you going to help?
By being there. Okay?
Okay.
Do you still have your opera?
Uh-huh.
What's it called?
Neglect, hate and self-shame. But I'm thinking of changing it.
I think you should. The title's a bit dark.
No, I'm not going to just change the title.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to change the entire opera. I'm going to write a new one.
Well, don't get rid of the one you worked so hard on.
I wrote it in a day.
You spent... Never mind. You do what you want. What are you going to call your new one?
I don't know. I'm going to have to write it first.
Are you going to plan on getting it made?
I'd like to.
Get your hopes up. And never give up.
But you told me not to get my hopes up.
You're hopeless now. You have to have a little bit of hope.
I'm going to make Laura so jealous.
What about Sarah?
She was dragged into the dark side by the bitch.
You make me so proud.
Thank you.
Do you need a drink?
I need a nice mug of coffee.
You should go and get it.
I don't rely on the stuff. I can get it later.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's really good to hear. You're an amazing person.
Yeah, I don't think so. But you're incredible for staying with me. Thank you. Why couldn't I find someone just like me? And we'd be just perfect together.
You created them in me.